I took my 2024 calendar down because there's only a little bit of time left in 2024. And I'm not doing a vision board for 2025, but I am going to be doing this calendar for 2025 because this is something that I look at every single day. And as I went through 2024, I constantly would mark my calendar with green when I went to the gym. I would write down any travel that I had coming up, any milestones, any events that I had to go to. And then the calendar that I had this year didn't have a space for goals at the bottom. And so I was able to get this calendar from Dollar Tree during Christmas time because I learned that you got to get your calendar early if you want to get one of the good ones. And so I have the calendar that has all the nice messages on it for each month. And then at the very bottom of it, it has a space for you to write notes. And that's where I want to write my goals for each month. So instead of doing a vision board, I want to focus month by month. And I'll have a video that will come out tomorrow talking about why I'm doing this. But for those of you who are watching me live, I wanted to share because I felt like I spent a lot of time with y'all planning my vision board for 2024. And I cut out all these different pictures and quotes. And we talked about what we wanted for 2024 together. And when 2024 got here, life started lifing very, very early into 2024, like January. It was like one thing after another. As soon as we got back, hey, Quana, hey, Lissa. As soon as we got back from that cruise, we started having random things go wrong. And things just kind of started spiraling. And so the things that I planned for 2024 in December of 2023 were very, very different than the things that I ended up actually wanting to achieve and actually achieving in 2024. So I say all that to say I don't want to really paint a vision of what I think 2025 is going to be. I kind of want to take it month by month. And I want to take it based on these three major buckets. So I'm going to be talking about it in the video tomorrow, but because y'all are here, I can share it because some folks that are here are not going to be watching the video, and folks who are watching the video may not be here to see this live. So first and foremost, the same thing I said last year, the same thing I probably said the year before, is that I want to get closer with God. And that is why I went to church tonight, because I wanted to really set the foundation to start trying to get myself in church more. Even though I have not joined a church, I have a few churches that I visit, and Word of Faith has been one that I've been visiting since I was like 15, 16 years old. So we went there tonight for their 7 o'clock service, and it was really a great message. I took some notes, and I really look forward to reflecting on those scriptures. I want to let 2025 be a year where I open my Bible more. I want 2025 to be a year where there's more prayer, there's more networking with other believers, but also I feel like this is a year where I want to be able to show others my love for God and how He's done things for me. And hopefully that'll help lead others to getting stronger with God in their journeys as well, especially because I am a content creator and I have a platform. The second thing that I'm focused on is like my home and projects for the house. So y'all got to see a little bit of that with me redoing the deck and the stairs, shower project that came up. In 2025, we will be doing more home projects, and I plan on getting our flooring done in the living room because we have carpet and now we have a dog, and carpet plus a dog equals them eating it up. And it's just something I've been wanting to do. So, hopefully I'll be able to get that done in 2025 and document these home projects and decorating and just doing things to further beautify my space because it does not look like we are moving anytime soon. The next thing I will be focused on is my fitness journey. My fitness journey definitely fell to the wayside this year. I do feel like as soon as I would get my groove with my fitness journey, I would fall off for a month. And I got sick a few times this year, and that kind of made me miss my gym time. And then, like, once I got better, it was just hard getting back into the swing. I had some good months. Like, January was a good month. November was a good month. This month wasn't a good month for me. Like, I went to the gym, I think, 5 times. I went on the 30th though, and it felt great, but it just felt like I kept starting over. So like in 2025, my hope is not only can I do better with being consistent and working out, but being consistent in diet. And hopefully that also drives better gut health and helps me prevent getting colds, because I had bronchitis this year and it kicked my butt. And then my son gave me a cold like last week, and I just am getting over it. Like I still got a little bit of it lingering, and I was just sick like in October, so it's just like between that and then just trying to not let life overwhelm me to a point where I just like, you know what, I'm not going to the gym this week, forget it. And I end up not doing anything, and then I'm eating bad at it. It just kind of throws everything off. So consistency is being like at the forefront of my focus for next year, because I definitely want to get my health in order. And then outside of those 3 things, traveling again and finding ways to travel in ways that I may have not done before. So like y'all, many of y'all know, I started a new role, and it's a manager role. So sorry, bless me. It is going to come with opportunities that I didn't have previously. And so in January, I actually am going to be going on my first ever trip for work. And I'm super excited because it's a place I've never been. I am going to try to document it, like getting ready for the trip, vlog whatever I can without putting anything out there that I'm not supposed to put out there, but just like embarking on this experience. And it goes with my goal of wanting to travel more, but also just like pouring into myself more as well. So like with travel, if I can't do trips, international trips, and 3-4 day vacations, what road trips can I take, and actually planning them and executing them? What solo dates can I take myself on in 2025 in the city? Because I have not really done that before. It's something I've been wanting to do, but I haven't done it. And just picking up new hobbies that drive either a connection with God, my health, or this content creation journey. For Christmas, I gifted myself with this Joby tripod that I've been wanting for a while. It actually went on sale, but it's normally $100. And I got it for like $70. And it's one of those tripods that you can bring with you on the go. Like, you can bring it with you at the gym. You can bring it with you when you travel. It's a phone tripod. It can be tall. It can be short. I got it so that I can be more mobile with my content, because on Instagram specifically, I follow a lot of creators who are like very authentic, real, raw, honest lifestyle creators. And they are literally being themselves. And I feel like I could do that same thing, but I kind of pump the brakes on my content and I've stopped being so consistent. Maybe I needed certain equipment, but also maybe I just needed that drive and motivation. But seeing them do it reminded me like I can do this too, and I can bring others along with me. So I'm just hoping that I can be more consistent. So anyway, I took my calendar down. This is the one I had for this year. And what I was going to do before I spend the rest of 2024 with my husband and Saya and Bruno, who's in the living room, I was just going to kind of skim through my notes for my calendar from this year. And then I was going to open my new calendar and start writing down my things that are on the docket for January. So, yeah. So I'm going to look through and just kind of read over it. Every time I do this, I smile because, when you're going through this month by month, you don't know where you're going to be at the end of the year, right? and getting to the end of the year and being able to say, you know what, I made it. I made it through. I made it through. And when I was going through whatever, you know, I thought I wasn't going to make it. And here I am. So one thing I can see already is I started the year lighter than I am today. I'm about 10 pounds heavier today than I was when I started the year. So that is very, very humbling for me because, you know, I was upset about the weight that was on this paper. And I went to the doctor earlier this month, and my weight was 10 pounds heavier than this number that I'm seeing on January 2nd of this year. So, yeah, fitness is definitely at the forefront. It says, an iPhone and a tripod is going to be your best friend. Yeah, I have a camera, and I do a lot of my content on my camera, especially sit-down videos that I do at home. But when I'm on the go, the camera is not always easy to set up and bring. And sometimes you can't bring a camera, but they never say you, well, I won't say never, but it's less likely for folks to be like, you can't bring your phone because everybody has a phone. The other thing that I see on here is in the beginning of January, return to office. And it's so crazy because going into the office outside of the holidays, I've been at home because of the holidays. Most of my team been at home because of the holidays. But it's interesting seeing return to office on here because I forgot for a second that at the end of 2023, I was still working from home full time. And so that was a whole transition. Oh, my nose is running. Ooh, okay. Sorry, y'all. I didn't want to have nasal drip right on live. And now it's like, I remember return to office being such a thing that I was worried about. And I'm not going to lie, it did interrupt my routine. I do think my fitness journey suffered a little bit. Excuse me. But in some ways, it was not so bad. And I'm grateful for the growth that it allowed me in my career. So, yeah. Another thing I see is on January 1st, I started the year with 18,336 subscribers. Today, as I'm recording this live, I have a little over 21,000. I think a little over 21,200. So I'm going to just round up and say that's almost 3,000 subscribers of growth this year. And I am very proud of that. I reached 20K in 2024, and that was amazing. Especially considering how inconsistent I was for my standards this year. I know some of y'all might be like, no, you weren't inconsistent. You were always posting. But for me, like going from posting every week, multiple videos a week, to going ghost for several weeks or a month at a time, gaining 3,000 subscribers despite of that is really amazing. So seeing that I was at 1,800 something in January and that I'm in 21,000 something now, thank y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Some of y'all were here a year ago on my live, talking with me, vibing with me, and you're still here. And I'm so grateful for that. And for those of y'all who are new, I'm grateful for y'all too, because without you, this community wouldn't be growing. So yeah, and this is just me looking at January, okay? So just imagine where we'll be in 2026, a year from now, looking at all this. I also see, like, in January, I went on a cruise, and I also did a lot of working out. So January was a good fitness month for me. It always is, though, because everybody has that ammo in January where they just be like, oh, yeah, it's a new year. Nothing's going to stop me. And yeah. And then I'm looking at February now. Hey, Brandy. Yes, Brandy, you were. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. I love y'all, too. I love y'all, too. And I'm not going anywhere, Quana. I'm still going to be here. So February is less green on here because that's when life started lifing. It started lifing all up in here. And so I only made it to the gym like 6 times that month. And I see that I wrote the date that we bought the new car. And I think that was what was throwing stuff off. I think it was like, you know, my husband's car had broke down right as we got off of that cruise. And then we were sharing a car. And then I was navigating, going back to the office. And the gym was just like not something I was like, I need to be worried about. And so it looks like at the end of January, or the end of February, like that last week, I had 4 consecutive days. I was like, okay, I'm about to get my stuff together. So yeah, February was definitely a crazy month for us. All right, going to March. March was when Josiah started baseball, and he was wrapping up basketball. I went to the gym a lot in March. So March was probably when stuff started to kind of regulate again. My husband got the car. Saya started baseball, so that means he had baseball practices to go to. And girls, I was killing it in the gym. You see all that green on there? So for those of y'all who don't know, the green, I usually write on a marker on my calendar in green to tell what workout I did. And it's a lot of green. So March was a good month for my fitness journey. Let's go to April. April looks like it was a pretty good month for my fitness journey either. I'm looking at my weight though, and my weight was not moving. So I don't know what was going on. It looked like I lost about 4 pounds by this time. So, you know, and this is good for me to be able to see like, when did I fall off track? Because I don't, you know what I'm saying? All right, so let's go to May. May was my birthday month. Okay, so May, it looked like I got a little bit slacking with the gym. All right, y'all see that? So reflecting on May, I had celebrated my birthday, which I did a flight club party. I did a brunch for Mother's Day. My nephew graduated. I went to Puerto Rico with my girlfriends. And that was all a good time. So I just think that it was a lot of good moments between graduations, my birthday, Mother's Day. You know, I tried to slide a workout here and there, but it looked like I wasn't focused on that. So going back, June came around and I tried to get back into the swing of things. You can see it's not as green as some of the other months, but it's not as empty as May was looking, right? And it looked like with May, we celebrated Saya's birthday. We went to Nashville for a bachelorette party at the end of the month, which was so much fun. I went and saw Meg Thee Stallion makeup concert. I was almost at 20K at this point. And then July came around. And July was one of the months where I worked out kind of sporadically. Looked like I skipped this whole week right here. My cycle was on that week. TMI. But July, it seemed like I was pretty consistent. At this point, I was going through interviews. I see it on my calendar. I wrote down I was interviewing for manager roles and stuff. I didn't get my job until August, though. So I ended up having a lot of stress in July interviewing, trying to figure out what my next move was, trying to figure out, you know, if I was going to get this position or this position, you know what I'm saying? And so I think between that and then my best friend, I have a lot of best friends, but one of my best friends also got married at the end of the month. So I was juggling a lot. I went to go see Chris Brown. I got a denial for one of those interviews that I had. I had my first interview for the role I ended up getting. It was a lot on my plate. August. All right, so August, again, I feel like I was pretty consistent with the gym. I always seem to skip my cycle week. I don't know. I used to like to work out during it. I guess I don't now. Saya started 4th grade. And then let's see. We had a family reunion. Saya was doing fall baseball. That started. And I started my new position. So that was cool. At that point, I had a motivation to like document. So I remember being a little bit more consistent in August. And then September rolled around. And I was consistent for the first half of the month. And then something must have happened to here because I stopped working out. I think I got sick. I don't remember. But I think that might have been when Josiah got sick. And then I got sick. And I had, Saya had a fever in the middle of the month. And then maybe like that last week, I was trying to avoid getting others sick. And then October rolled around and then I got sick. So I was trying to fight bronchitis, trying to get better, still balancing a new job. So I was not in the gym for like a month. Like between October, end of September, I'm going to go back so y'all can see. End of September, you see how it's all white? I write in green when I go to the gym. So end of September to the middle of October, no gym. So I'm seeing where the weight gain happened, y'all. Because I was at home, not feeling well, not working out, probably eating crappy foods. And then at the end, like middle point of October, we went to our Great Wolf Lodge trip, which was so much fun. I made a vlog about that. Josiah had no idea we were going. We surprised him, so that was a great time. And when I got back from Great Wolf Lodge, I was feeling better again, and I got back in the gym. And that's why y'all see at the bottom of October, I started being consistent again in the gym. And then y'all hear fireworks. My neighbors are doing fireworks. Are y'all neighbors doing fireworks where y'all are at? November, like I just told y'all, was a really good month for me with the gym. I went like 4 times a week because I was like, I got to get this together. The new year is coming. And November was just a good year for me. I didn't really have no negative things occur in November. We celebrated our 6th wedding anniversary. It was pretty chill. We did some family photos, which was really fun. And we got a puppy. So November was just like a positive month. It was great all around. And then December, this month, again, the inconsistency hit. I made it to the gym about 5, maybe 6 times. This month was really just like adjusting to having Bruno. We got him right after Thanksgiving, it was right before Thanksgiving. And just getting used to having a dog, trying to understand what that routine looks like, being good dog owners and having to take him to puppy training, the vet. You know, I went to an Usher concert. Almost didn't go to the Usher concert because we was trying to figure out how to navigate leaving Bruno here and then Josiah because it got switched. It was supposed to be on a Saturday. It ended up getting rescheduled for a Thursday. I got sick again towards the end of the month because I caught a cold. So yeah, that was kind of my year. It's a lot of good moments, a lot of stressful moments. What I'm seeing, at least with my fitness journey, is when life starts lifing, I put my fitness and my health on the back burner. And it either ends up leading to me missing my gym time or catching some sort of cold. And so I don't know necessarily what I can do to prevent getting a cold, because sometimes colds come from being around other sick people. Sometimes it comes from not getting enough rest. Sometimes it comes from weather changes, and I live in Georgia, y'all. One moment it's cold enough to drip a faucet. The next minute it's hot enough to put the AC on in the house. We don't be knowing what we're going to do. It's supposed to possibly snow next week. Hey, Happy New Year, Nichelle. But I say all that to say, like, going through that, it just made me think of, like, the high and low moments of the year and just trying to remember the bigger picture, right? Trying to remember the bigger goal. Sometimes you're going to go through seasons and it's going to be something you don't expect happening. At the beginning of January, we had a lot of bad news hit at once. You know, the car situation, we had a family member with health issues that were very scary to know about. And, you know, by the fall, a lot of the stuff that was stressing us in January, God had brought us through. But during the months where we were trying to figure it out, it was very scary. You know, whenever you think about a health crisis for anyone, you don't know what it's going to be. You don't know if that person's going to come out of it. And that can be very, very scary. It's coming from somebody who has lost 2 relatives before to health issues like cancer and heart attack, strokes, you know, that sort of thing. You really just don't know what's going to happen coming out of that. And so it can be hard to remember those goals that you've set at the beginning of the year when you get blindsided with something like that. with that being said, you cannot pour from an empty cup, y'all. So you got to make time for you. Even when life is lifing, God is still good always. Even when stuff is not going your way. Hey, Happy New Year to you too. Bria, thank you. Thank you so much. So with that said, I'm going to open up this calendar for 2025 that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to go ahead and write my goals for January in it. Like I said, I'm not doing a vision board. Why? Because life lifed all of 2024 on and off. And like I told y'all, I wrote all these great ideas. And you know what they say, when you plan, God laughs. I don't really feel like the things that I thought I was going to achieve occurred in the way that I thought. They actually ended up being better than I thought. Like, I ended up better off than I thought I would. But I remember, you know, at one point I was considering going back to school. Another thought I had at the time was trying to get into some sort of virtual role within marketing, or like not IT per se, but like HR. It's not to say I won't necessarily ever go in HR, but now that I've actually landed a manager role in communications, I like it here. And it's just interesting because when we were planning a year ago, my thought process of where I thought I should be was completely different. And so, you know, my prayer is always for God to put me where he thinks is best, because he knows what's best for my life and he knows what's coming. But at the same time, trying to focus in on the present so I can get to where I see the vision, you know? So, you open it up, y'all, and it says, "You're the best." That is so sweet. I love a good affirmation in the morning. And I don't know about y'all, but every day I look at this calendar. And so I think this is actually a little bit more effective for me to start with something like this. So January's theme is enjoy the little things. So that will be my daily reminder for the month. Like I told y'all down here, it has the space for me to put notes. And that is where I am going to be writing in my goals for January specifically. So I'm going to use this calendar to bear down on. So first thing I'm going to put as my goal is work out at least 3 times per week. Okay? I think that's important for me. Work out at least 3 times a week. And I love that no prayer board this year, just prayers for me. I love that because, you know, we will know what to pray for and what we need as each month goes, you know? And I'm not saying I will never do a vision board again. I'm just saying for 2025, I don't want to try to plan it. I just want to be intentional and focus on one thing at a time. And so trying to map out a whole year when I don't really know what is going to be next is kind of unrealistic. I want to try to have a realistic approach, at least for me this year. So working out at least 3 times a week. For my content, you know, I want to determine what my content schedule is going to look like. I think that's a good goal for me. Like, determine content schedule. And what do I mean by that, y'all? I mean, like, i.e., what day am I... Hold on. I cannot write and talk at the same time. What day to film, edit, etc. what I mean by that is, like, let's say, for example, in December, I got really consistent on YouTube again. Part of why I was able to do that is because I started using my Saturdays and my Fridays to work on content. So let's just say Friday night might be a day where I am able to film videos. Then on Saturdays, I'm able to edit videos and schedule videos so I have content consistently throughout the month. In January, I need to figure out, what does that look like? Does it look like I'm filming a video 2 Fridays a month and I'm editing those videos on Saturdays so that I have 2 videos a month? Or like if I want a video every week, which is kind of where I'm trying to get back to, am I filming a sit down video 2 Fridays a month and I'm filming a vlog 2 Fridays a month? So I have a sit down video, vlog, sit down video, vlog, and each month has 4 weeks in it. That gives a video each week. How am I juggling that? And then also, how does those YouTube shorts fit into that? How does Instagram fit into that if I'm going to start being more present on Instagram? So I wanted to determine my content schedule so I can understand what's necessary and how to stick to that. All right. I would say my next goal would be, oh, easy. I want to visit Eastgate Church. Visit Eastgate Church. Eastgate Church is a church in my county that I have been wanting to visit for 2 years now, and I have not made my way over there for a church service. So one of my goals for 2025 January is to go and visit this church with my family. Come in.
I was wondering if you could put in like your YouTube name, because I want to watch my baseball games.
Not right now.
Okay.
When are you going to sleep? Because it's getting late. It's almost 11.
In 20 minutes, is that okay?
In 10 minutes.
Okay. Can I?
No. You do it tomorrow during the day. Josiah, can you please leave my room? You're interrupting. Shut the door. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I've been wanting to visit Eastgate Church because we were able to go there for their community fall festival, and it was just beautiful what they did for the community for free. Everything from games to food to snacks to raffles for items for people to take home and use at their house, all for free for Halloween. And then they also did a toy give back this year for families. And I just thought that that was really amazing. So the people were really nice, and I just want to give this church a shot. I love Word of Faith. It is a large church. I like streaming it. I love the messages that I get from Dale Bronner, but I do feel like, it's such a large church, and I want to understand where I can fit into that space. But I don't want to use that as an excuse. Dale Bronner had said something tonight when he was giving his message, and it was like, often our excuses, like, when we say that we can't do something, a lot of times it's just an excuse. It's not that we can't do it. We're making up a reason why we can't do something. And you have to start telling yourself that that is an excuse and get to the bottom of why you don't want to do whatever it is and get rid of that excuse so you can go for whatever it is that you want to do. No vision board for me. I'm business planning for 2025 and beyond. I understand completely. I definitely understand, Quana. So that's my third goal, is to visit Eastgate Church. And then let's see, work out at least 3 times a week, determine content schedule, what day to film, edit, etc. I would like to prioritize at least one solo date. Go on your first solo date. And Oh, and I guess I think the last one would be reschedule recurring therapy sessions. Because I did therapy throughout the year in 2024, and it was really good for me. And I think it'd be really good for me to continue that in 2025. So, shout out to EAP. If you don't know what that is, it's like Employee Assistance Program. You can get the counseling sessions through them, and you don't have to pay copay for it. So it's really great. So I want to redo those in 2025 as well. All right, so now that I've done my little goals at the bottom, or we can call them big goals at the bottom here, I have that to look at every day when I'm looking at the days of the week. Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to write in any commitments that I already know about. So the main one I can think of is I have travel planned in the middle of January. So I'm going to write that down. Yosha in, and I'll write where. I'm just going to do my little arrow. And then I'm also going to write in my work from home days. So I have a few extra ones next month because of MLK Day and because of coming back from travel. I'm be all jet lagged, so I asked for an extra day at home. I'm also going to put some little dollar signs next to my paydays. I'm going to expect some cash flow coming in. And that's all I got. Oh, I have puppy training. I can write that down. Because I do have puppy training at 2 p.m. I think I have it for the full month. And I think Bruno has a vet appointment on the 19th also. And my dad's birthday is on the 18th. So, y'all, your girl is booked and busy already. Let's see. He has a vet appointment for some vaccines at 10:30. I be telling myself about 10 minutes earlier because I be running late. I have to get my two littles in bed and we're headed to Dreamland and catch y'all next year. Happy New Year, Brandy. Thanks for watching. And keep up the great work with the shorts if you're still here. I've been loving those. They've been in my news feed. So it's not even me just looking. It's been popping up. So whatever you doing, girl, it's working. All right. Dad's birthday is on the 18th. All right. I can add that as like a 6 goal. Take dad out for his birthday. Dad out for his birthday. My dad will be 65, y'all. All right, so that's what my calendar looks like. I'm going to show y'all with me writing all this stuff on here. And then it'll have little green words as I write in the workouts. But yeah, I need to add the workout 3 times a week to like drink 100 ounces of water. Because I feel like my water intake could be better. And I also feel like I need to make sure I'm eating right as well. But that's my January with intentions. When I get off of here, I'm going to hang my calendar up on the wall. And that way I can look at that. But other things I like to put on my calendar is like when my cycle starts. And any sort of plans, like if I make a lunch date, brunch date with somebody invites me to a baby shower, wedding, birthday party, any sort of vacation plans. I'm going to start looking through the rest of the year as well to try to see like when I want to plan my travel. Valentine's Day is on a Friday this year. Okay. And President's Day is on a Monday, so I wonder if Saya's out of school that week of the 17th, because they usually do that around there. I need to look at that. Let's see. Trying to look and see what else is going on. Saya's spring break. I'm seeing when that is. Easter is on April 20th this year. Interesting. My birthday is on a Tuesday this year. Let's see. I will probably Memorial Day. Okay. What day is Christmas in 2025? Let's see. The 4th of July is on a Friday. Oh, that's awesome. Automatic 3-day weekend. I love that for us. It's great. Let's see. Hubby's birthday is on a Monday. Josiah's birthday on a Monday this year, too. I think school starts on a Thursday this year, which is crazy to me. Let's see. Labor Day is on the 1st of September. That's really early. And then Halloween is on a Friday, which is great. It looks like Christmas is on a Thursday. So I probably might take off like that Friday. We'll see. Because it's easier to do the 3-day weekend with a Thursday Christmas instead of a Wednesday like this year. Same with New Year's Day. Well, all right. I'm going to be looking and seeing what travel can fit in with these. But shout out to Dollar Tree. I really like this calendar. This calendar, I think I got it at Walmart last year for like $3.99 or something. It was an okay calendar, but I didn't like that it didn't have a space for notes. So I had to write a lot of stuff in them big old boxes, and them squares are not really meant for you to write notes. But anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all listening to me babble about my life and share my reflections and just being here for me, with me, and letting me be here with y'all, for y'all, along the way as I could. This year was not a terrible year, but it just had a lot of unexpected twists and turns. So I pray that 2025 is a year of special moments and peace and love and joy and memories being made and goals being met for all of y'all who have those type of goals. I look forward to all that we're going to do together in the new year. And I just thank y'all for being a part of my community, because y'all could be anywhere and y'all choose to still be a part of this. So thank you. Happy New Year. If you're going out, be safe. If you're not, I hope you get a good night of sleep and that your neighbors don't keep you up all night with their fireworks. And I will see y'all in the new year. Bye, y'all. Oh, thank you, Hafi.